Hi, it's Tracy, and I'm back with day 14 of Anthony's 31 Days of Tarot. The prompt for day 14 is: what oracle decks do I want to work more with in 2022? And I narrowed it to 5 decks that I already own. And so let's see what they are. First up, which if you've been following me up to day 14, this will come as no surprise. It's the Knitter's Oracle, which is new to my collection, and I've done a flip through of it, and I adore this deck. It is so cute and so sweet. Oh, and the backs look like that. So this deck is geared towards knitters and other fiber arts people. And so that's the Knitter's Oracle. I also love the color palette. Love how she's done the color palette here. Let's spread them out so you can see it. So that is the Knitter's Oracle. Next, we have Cosmovisions Tarot by James R. Eads. The back of the deck. Lovely black gilding. And the premise behind this oracle deck is that it explores the afterlife and the journey from life to death and back to life again. This deck is also a panoramic deck. Even though he has it as listed or as an oracle deck, it's structured in such a way that you could absolutely use it as a tarot deck. The suits would be renamed. But there are 4 suits, and the suits go from 1 to 10. And there are what would be the equivalent of court cards. And they are, let's see if I can, there. And these cards will also actually match up to whichever suit they go to. So that is Cosmovisions Tarot. Cosmovisions Oracle by James R. Eads, and I am definitely looking forward to making time for using and understanding all the intricacies in this deck, because it's beautiful and it's so well thought out. The next deck that I want to continue to work a lot with in 2022 is the African Rising Oracle by Abiola Abrams. That is the back of this deck. They're a little bit out of, some of them are upside down and backwards, but and this is another deck that tells the stories of some of the Orishas and some of the other prominent female figures in the African diaspora stories. Some of the featured women in this deck are from all over the world. America and Africa and the Caribbean islands and South America. So I love that. So that is the African Goddess Rising Oracle by Abiola Abrams. Next is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirits, that Animal Spirit Oracle by Kim Krantz. That is the very hefty guidebook. This is actually one of my first decks. My first two decks. The first one was, and I bought them both at the same time. The first one was the Rider-Waite-Smith Centennial in a 10, and the second one was this, Animal Spirit by Kim Krantz. So I adore this deck. It's so different and powerful in the way that it portrays the animals. And I always get great messages when I use this deck, so I definitely want to use it more in this year. That is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit by Kim Krantz. And the fifth deck on the list is Sacred Creators Oracle, also by Chrisanne Downley. I adore this deck. I love the color palettes. I love the messages. I love the unique way that she just kind of went about creating an oracle deck specifically for the business for a business minded practice. And of course, I love the watercolors in it. I love the simplicity of this deck. So that is Sacred Creators Oracle by Chrisanne Donnelly. So those are the 5 decks, the 5 oracle decks that I want to use more this year. What decks are on your list of oracle decks you want to use more this year? Let me know. In the meantime, have a great day, and I will see you next time.